I've never made anything like this before. Talking about music, right? I never did this before. I'm big on yapping, so I'm not gonna yap too long. I'm gonna try my best not to yap so much. But I have to talk about Tyler the Creator's CHROMAKOPIA. Did I say that right? CHROMAKOPIA? I gotta talk about that. Hello, my name is It's Money, leader of the Sunflower Gang. What's good, y'all? And we're gonna talk about Tyler the Creator's album that he just dropped. I'm not like no huge music critic, okay? I just want to talk about music that I like. I'll leave all the deciphering and all the subliminals to the other people. I like that stuff too, but that's not why you're here right now. I'm simply here to just tell you what I liked about the album and my thoughts on it and how it made me feel. So let's get started. Saint Chroma. That's obviously the first one he showed everybody. But the way that it made me feel, the opening made me feel like, okay, I'm ready to start the show. And also it made me a little emotional because his mother, which is a big key point in this whole album, was talking about just being yourself. Don't ever dim your light. Don't ever let nobody change you and be who you are. I love when he gets on his bullshit and talk about how great he is and his mother feeding into him. I appreciate that. Mothers, parents that feed into their children, that's important parenting. So I love Saint Chroma. It brought me to tears. It made me feel so much on the inside. So the next one we had Ratata. Okay, like I said previously, I love when Tyler gets on his soapbox about how great he is. Why? Because everybody should have a moment where you be like, you know what, I am that, I am her, I am she, whoever you feel like you are, that's who you are. And Tyler will let you know in a heartbeat that he is him. She ain't never met nobody who talk like this. That's the type of energy sometimes we be needing, because sometimes, let's be truthful, no one's ever met anybody like you. So this song is perfect for anybody that feels like, you know what, I am that nigga, that B word, whatever you feel this day, on that day. You know, he's talking about not needing new friends. He's been with, it's our future till the day he dies. And let's talk about the shout out to the man of the year, Kung Fu Kenny, Kendrick Lamar. The shout out to Kenny. Oh my God. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm from the West Coast. What's good? Bro, we had a great run in music this year. So for Kendrick to be mentioned in Tyler's song, that just shows how much love and respect the West has for one another, no matter what part of the West Coast you're from. But LA is up. So the next song, Noid. But the transition from Ratata to Noid, oh my God, that alone, those vocals, Tyler has such an ear for freaking vocals, okay? That transition, you gotta listen to it. Was so fire. It was seamless. I loved it. Noid was one of those songs where Tyler is basically telling us, as fans, that hey, this life that I live is kind of crazy. So don't be weird when you see me, okay? Don't be weird when you see me. Stop acting like you know me. You don't know me. As much as everybody feels like they can be Tyler the Creator's friend, and I myself feel like I could be too. I don't know. Maybe I just got that aura. I just got that vibe. Maybe not. But I love him enough to respect him. And everybody should respect these people that have platforms, that have some type of status. Don't be weird. Treat these people like human beings. He's literally telling us, which he doesn't have to, what it's like to be in his shoes. So don't be fudging weird, y'all. The next song, Darling I. Oh my God! Darling I is so good. Oh my God. And Tizo, oh my God. You have to give Tizo his flowers for how he ate up in that song. I'm trying to tell you, oh my God, it was so good. Oh my God, it's so good. We're focusing on the fact that the beat is upbeat and, you know, it make you want to, you know, move, but the lyrics are very depressing. It talks about how Tyler is scared of commitment, is scared of, you know, not scared necessarily, but he's a selfish man, which everybody needs to be honest with themselves at some point, that if you're selfish, you're selfish. You want your life, you have your life, this is how your life is. But, you know, Tyler talks about the struggles of dating and finding people. It's like, yeah, I find somebody, but then they don't fill that void like music does. They don't make me feel how music make me feel. And I appreciate Tyler's transparency, because there's a lot of people in this world that feel like they don't connect with nobody on a deeper level to settle down or to be fully committed to that person. Not only that, he continuously falls in and out of love. And so it's hard out here, bro. It's hard out here being single. It's hard out here dating, bro. It's hard, especially when you're the type of person that searches for something so deep and so real. And Tyler's basically telling us, yo, it's hard out here to date. It's hard out here to be me. That's why I keep falling in and out of love. He need to get it together, though. He getting up there. No, I'm just playing. He's still young. He got time. He just got to figure it out. Hey Jane. Oh my God. I feel like everybody that's been in this position could relate to this song. The worries of a pregnancy scare and not being ready. But the thing about Tyler is that he was very understanding of Jane in this position, where it's ultimately her choice, right? But what I love about Jane's part was that she also acknowledged the fact that you also are affected by this as well. Though I am harboring this child in my body, you are also affected, and I'm worried about how you feel. Though I do want to keep this baby, I'm worried about the fact that how is that going to affect me and you? How is that going to affect you in general? And I appreciate Tyler being understanding as the man, because he's like, well, you know, you're the one that's housing this child. You're the one that has to go through all this with this child. You're the one that's feeling all these different changes, you know, but at the end of the day, no pressure. Jane turns around and says, no pressure too. I know that this is typically not what you want, but at the same time, regardless of my decision, I want me and you to be good. These are the type of conversations we need to be having. If you're gonna lay down and possibly conceive a child, because you know that when you lay down and you get rolling the sheets, you know that's what happens, okay? So don't act brand new, okay? Don't act brand new. You need to have it with the right person, and you need to have some real conversations. At the end of the day, if you're not ready for a baby, please, there are so many different ways to prevent one. Don't have one if you're not ready. Thank you. And this song, oh my God, I unalive you, just in case, you know, this song right here, oh my God, I think this is one of my favorites. I was driving in the car with my siblings listening to it, and I'm listening to the lyrics, and I keep hearing different references to hair, and I shouted out to my siblings. I said, this is about hair. This is about having hair. To me, Tyler did this one for the culture, okay? He did this one for us, okay? He did this for us. No offense to the non-people of color. This wasn't for you, but this is for us. And and I'm not wearing my natural hair right now. I'm going to the gym later. I have to deal with that later, okay? So, but let me tell you, there's a mane under this. And let me tell you, I love her. Her name is Majestic. Tyler talks about the struggles of being accepted with this hair. It's hard. It's hard. The fact that jobs will look upon you and be like, you know what? Because of your hair, you can't work here. You got to change your hair. You got to do this. All the damage we do to our hair to fit into society. That is what Tyler was talking about. It's hard. So hard to do that. It's almost like an apology to his hair. It's almost like an apology to say sorry for even doing this to you. Sorry for not loving you. Sorry for not taking care of you. But I have to do this because if I want to get to these opportunities, if I want to, build my career, I have to. If I want to get into these rooms, I have to. If I want to rub elbows with these specific people, I have to. If I want this job, I have to. If I want to get into the social circle, I have to. But the tables have turned today, okay? If you have natural hair, you better love your natural hair, okay, babes? Okay. He did that one for the culture. I appreciate that one. Yes, I do. Judge Judy. Let me tell you something. A few words. This song is for the grown folk. Okay, when I say grown folk, I mean grown folk, okay? Everybody got a history. Everybody got a past, okay? If you gonna roll around in the sack with that individual, yes, there's a couple things you should worry about. But the number of somebody's body count or who they've been with or what they like, if your intentions are to roll around in the sack with said person, why do you worry about how many people they've been with? Does that stop them from looking good? Does that stop them from being a good person? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I hate when people talk about people and their body count because they already know. Like, I already know how many people I laid with. I don't need you to talk about that or to judge me. And the song is about not judging Judy, okay? I love the play on words. But the song is not about judging Judy. If y'all are gonna do the do anyways, why are you judging? Why are you judging? That's why I said this song is for the grown folk. It's for the grown and sexy. If you're gonna have sexy time, okay, it needs to be the least judgment zone ever. Like that is a place where you should not be judged. Well, not too much. Some stuff just ain't acceptable. But that's a conversation for a different day. Judy felt safe with Tyler, She said, thank you for the time. I have to move on, but thank you for making me feel like I had something real with you, and thank you for not judging me. Hey, we need a lot of people like Tyler, because we ain't around here judging people. You act like you all like, righteous and you're not. So calm down. Sticky is getting sticky, because I kept seeing this song trending and I was avoiding all kinds of spoilers until it was time for me to listen to it. Listen, oh my freaking god, I love it. Low ate. Sexy Red said some crazy stuff, but she ate in her own way. He came in with Lil Wayne for the finisher. Oh my God. I was saying, oh my God, the whole time. My mind kept being blown every time, every little feature. They only had a couple of seconds, and they did what needed to be done in them couple of seconds. And I know everybody's disagreeing about Sexy Red, but she did what Sexy Red do best, and she kind of fit in. She sounded good, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. It's getting dark out here. I gotta hurry up and finish. Sticky. It's getting sticky. Get him up. Take your mask off. First initial listen, I was like, who is he talking about? Who is the rapper that grew up in the suburbs and decided to be fake? Who is the preacher man? Who is the woman that doesn't have a fulfilling life? Who is the rapper? Who is he talking about? But what I love about this song is that anybody could fit that description. I initially thought this was a diss, you know, a little Kendrick inspired, and it could still be. But I came to the conclusion, and I was sitting on the couch with my brother, and I was like, you know what? I don't think he's talking about anybody specific, but I think he's talking about the typical black tropes in the black community, because you do have the black boy that grew up in a middle class suburb area, and sometimes they end up with the wrong crowd. You do have the preacher man who is a DL on the low but is preaching the Bible, and you have some women in the black community that have only devoted themselves to being mothers and wives, and though the father is providing and though they're doing what needs to be done, it's still a unfulfilling life because she has other dreams. The only person that I could really think of that he's talking about as in the last person is himself. He is the one with the weird clothing line. He's been stressed since 19. He feels like he should be he should have gotten his flowers. He's trying to be like an Andre 3000 where he's all like, you know, in the background. I'm not on social media. He could possibly be talking about himself. But like I said, it is all up to your own interpretation. And I feel like that's what he did. That's what he intended those tropes to be. So you can figure it out on your own. There's multiple people that fit into that description, and I feel like that's why he did it that way. You could put anybody's face to those descriptions. I had to turn the light on. But the next song that we have is Tomorrow, which I feel like a lot of us in our mid-20s, approaching 30, in our 30s can relate to. Tyler's talking about the pressures of actually settling down and his mom desiring a grandchild from him, and it's hard, and he keeps saying tomorrow, worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow has his own worries. Think about tomorrow. Like, don't well, I'll get to it when I'm ready. Worry about it tomorrow. I'll think about it tomorrow. I'm in today. I can't. I don't want to, simply put. I got friends that are married. I got friends that have kids. I got family that are married. I got family that have kids. And here I am, 26 years old, being a content creator in a nerdy space and talking about Tyler the Creator's album in a car right now with no baby and no ring on my finger. But I'm happy, okay? Tyler is definitely feeling the pressure when you have your own friends and everybody around you that is moving forward in that part of your life, and then here you are not doing that part. So, and then you have your parents in your ear like, you know, I am ready for a grandchild. I am ready for you to get married. And trust me, my dad has said the same junk to me and my siblings, because we all three are not married yet, and we all three don't have kids. We're just kind of living our life and taking our time and letting God be God and let God do what God do best. But the pressure sometimes is there. But tomorrow, parents, tomorrow. Thought I was dead. Every time Tyler get on his bully, you know what I mean? On his, I'm pulling the ranks and whatever you want to call it. I'm losing adjectives right now how to describe this song, but you get what I mean. I love it. People think that because you don't hear from Tyler, out of the mix, you know, off social media and probably just running and frolicking in some field, listening to music, they forget that this man is one of the best at the game, okay? Just because I ain't around, just because I ain't paying attention, or you know, I could be paying attention, it don't mean that I'm out of the game. I came back, I showed y'all how it's done, and that's why I love Tyler, bro, because I love that he takes the time to show everybody how it's done. You can't deny the man's craft, you can't deny the man's talent. He also is talking about how the fact that I don't want to be found, I don't want to be around, stop looking for me just because I'm not here, just because I don't speak, just because I'm this, just because I'm that. I don't want new friends. I don't want you to know what's going on in my life, but don't forget who I am, okay? Don't forget who I am. That's the vibe that song gave for me, Could be wrong. I ain't an interpreter of words. The next song is Like Him. Honestly, truly, a song that brought me and my siblings, you know, to shed a couple tears, because that's a tough song, you know. And the beautiful part about it is that his mother is still trying to uplift Tyler's father, even though Tyler didn't have a relationship. His father wasn't around, and the hardships of having an absent father, they weigh on Tyler. You look like your dad, you talk like your dad, you act like your dad. And for somebody that didn't have their dad, I'm sure that makes them feel worse, because how can you compare me to someone I don't even know? And though he loves his mom and, you know, he forgives his mom, it's like, why are you bringing him up? I mean, I forgive you. You're trying to put the blame all on you. It's not your fault, man. Like, if he was gonna be here, he was gonna be here. But unfortunately, he's not. Tyler, even in his 30s, that's a part of him that's always going to be missing. That's a part of him that he's always going to have questions about. And that truly does suck. I grew up with my father, but I can just empathize with the fact that there's a lot of people that can relate to the song. And I'm truly sorry for those that have those experiences, and I hope that you heal, and I hope that you still become whole and you still be a better person regardless of that part of your life missing. Regardless, you're still loved. Balloon. One word, one name. Doechii. Tyler did what Tyler does best, but we've been talking about Tyler this whole time. Let's talk about Doechii, who came and chewed and gagged us all. She ate, devoured, consumed. She ate down. She ate up. She did everything that needed to be done in this feature, okay? I am not mad at Doechii. That's all that needs to be said. When you hear Balloon, the only thing that matters in that song right now, and I love you, Tyler, is Doechii. Oh my God. I kept saying, oh my God. I kept making the ugliest stank faces, and I kept, every time. Why she had to do us like that? Last but not least, Hope You Find Your Way. The whole album was basically about the things Tyler went through. And I appreciate this album because even though he is so keen on not being our friends as fans, and he's keen on not making new friends in general, he gave us a good piece of his life and shared some things that he struggled with as a young adult and even now. And I also believe that the song is also just to himself, saying, I hope you find your way. I feel like he also is talking to us, those of us that took the time to listen to the music and the entire album and really learn some things about Tyler. I know that he's saying that to us as well as he's saying it to himself. He talks about still being the best. He talks about being selfish and not wanting a child, even though that's something that obviously at his age is what everybody claims that you're supposed to be doing. My biggest takeaway is his mother at the end, and his mother throughout the whole album. The whole album is just how much his mother cared about him and all these life lessons, and how these life lessons affected him and how he can apply it and understand what it meant, and his mother being in his corner. Parents that support you are the biggest, like, I mean, honestly, I love that my parents support me in whatever I do. Parents that support their children are, like, honestly, truly the greatest thing in the world. Because if you don't have nobody, you got your parent in your corner supporting you no matter what. And his mom loves him. And I do appreciate parents that support their children. Tyler still got his mama cheering him on and being a part of whatever he's doing and supporting him no matter what. I am a fan of this album. This album to me is a 10 out of 10, and maybe that's glazing. Maybe that is glazing. I don't know. I truly, truly loved it. I truly believe it was experience. I'm not mad at it. I can't wait to give it another listen, but I'm about to wrap this up because it's been long, and I don't know how long this video is going to be, but you can tell I've been outside for a while. Dark out here. This is my first time ever talking about something like this, but if you want me to do this again, please let me know in the comments. And also, if you listen to CHROMAKOPIA, let me know, and let me know how you felt about it in the comments. See you later. Goodbye. Shalom. Peace. Your girl Monty is out. Love you some for our game.